welcome to the Teacher Geek YouTube channel. Here we show teachers how to use technology with a purpose. Hello Teacher Geek! Right, so today I'm going to share with you my interview with Kano Computing at the BET conference. And I know this website, mostly what I'm going to focus on is the free stuff. And Kano is not that. It is paid computer kit that you can buy for kids for computing classes or for your own actual children, where they get the kit in, they literally build it, put the components together, and then do all of the coding using something like Blocky or Scratch. And essentially what they do is they have to go through a series of steps to build a code, so when they use the kit, the right things happen. And there are a range of different things they do. They have a Star Wars themed motion sensor where you can program it so when you raise your hand over it, it will do different things. They have one that's essentially the same but Frozen themed, but they also have just released a new Windows 10 laptop, which literally kids will put together. They have to install the battery. The whole back is transparent so they can see the heatsink. They can see all of the components of the computer. And some of their original stuff, some of their older stuff is built on a Raspberry Pi, and literally the kids have to build it, put all the components together, and then program it. And it's a really great way to teach kids not only how to do some of the programming and coding, which is really, really important in modern education, but how to actually build it and how the system works. They also have a Harry Potter wand, which I talk about in the interview. They have this Pixel kit, which can be programmed to respond to the weather outside, and it shows different images that way, or can even be programmed as a little handheld gaming device. They even have something on the lower end, a basic motion sensor. It's about 29 pounds or $29, and you can, same thing, program it so that when I wave my hand over it, it does different things. I love Kano because I think it's probably the most aesthetically pleasing and kind of interactive kit out there for kids to learn not only how the components work, but then how to code them and program them. If you've got older kids, either in your computing classes or in as children, then you might want to look at something like PyTop, which is also really, really good, but it's not quite as clean and neat to put together. So Kano's one of my favorite things that I saw at the BET conference, and I've been looking at them for a couple of years. If I can get my hand on some of the kit, I'll do a more in-depth video on how to put some of it together, what the coding looks like, those sorts of things. So I'd love to get my hands on the laptop or the Harry Potter wand or whatever at some point so that I can give you more of an in-depth overview. Absolutely worth checking out. The website is kano.me, and I'll put it here below, and I'll put a link to it in the description. So here's my interview with Alexander. Big shout out to him for taking the time at the busy BET conference to come on camera with me. Thanks very much. Have fun.
Hey, welcome back to Teacher Geek. I'm here at the Kano stand with Alexander, who's going to give us a bit of a run through of Kano and what they do and how they can be used in the classroom at really multiple levels. But the focus here is on coding for kids. So Alex, can you talk us through what you've got?
Yeah, I'd love to. Hello Teacher Geek fans, welcome to Kano and Microsoft. So what we have here is the Kano PC, which is the first ever Windows 10 device that anyone can make. So what you'll do is, just like all Kano products, you start with a storybook. And that storybook is actually going to show you how to build your own Windows 10 device. So you'll craft the battery, the speaker, you're given a magnifying glass to follow along on the motherboard and learn about your processor, your heatsink, why it's shaped that way, your Wi-Fi adapter, all sorts of wonderful things. Once you turn it on, you've got this really powerful Windows 10 based 2-in-1. Clicks into our little case here, this all comes in the box. And while you do have Windows 10 on board to let you do your Office, your Adobe, anything you could ever want to do on Windows, you can do here. You also have a custom suite of Kano learning software, starting with an app called How Computers Work. So this will let you learn about binary and flash storage and networking and your processor. So when we click one of these modules, you have this really fun, accessible way to learn about the hardware on your device, paired with the fact that Kano Code is on board, which is our block-based Python-based coding engine that teaches you anything from making art to integrating NASA data streams to our art platform, our online community. The product is just launching now. It is a $300 device. It's got a Celeron processor, 4 gigs of RAM, and a solid state, so it performs very comparably with like a Surface Go for a little bit less money. We also have a full year-long 40-lesson plan curriculum that goes with it, as well as some spare parts packs that empower the student to become the technician in the classroom, and some other really cool add-ons. So that is Kano PC. So excited to be showing it in partnership with Microsoft today, and thank you for having us.
Yeah, thanks very much. Kano also does a range of other add-ons that you can use. There's some Star Wars themed stuff, which we can check out a little bit later, and there's some for Frozen as well. And for parents of Harry Potter fans, there's even a Harry Potter wand that you can program to do different things on a Kano. So thanks very much for your time, Alexander.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.